This video is sponsored by SimpliSafe.
3, 2, 1, season's greetings!
Okay, so we shoved a rocket motor into a Christmas tree, and now I have one of the only flight-proven Christmas trees in the world. This thing is like 7 feet tall, 40 pounds, and this is how we sent it to 300 feet in the name of Christmas spirit.
Yes.
Okay, great. Am I ready?
Rolling.
Howdy, I'm Joe Barnard, and if there's one thing I know about the holiday season, it should involve an Aerotech L1000 rocket motor. I'm here today with my good friend, Xyla Foxlin. We're gonna shove this thing in a Christmas tree and see what happens. Merry Christmas! 1, 2, 3.
Oh my god!
This is Xyla Foxlin. If you don't know already, Xyla builds stuff. That is like the best way I can describe it. She made a canoe and a rocket and a table and a wind cart thing, and then she's also a pilot and sent a tiara to space. Anyway, she's really good at building stuff, so we need her help for this project. Before we start building, let's talk about how this is going to work using a high-fidelity, aerospace-grade flight simulation technique. This is our 40-pound, 7-foot Christmas tree. We'll give it some nice decorations and completely forget the star on top. Instead of shoving the motor into the tree, we're gonna put it in a booster section. The red tube will hold the motor and push the thrust against the tree. We'll also put that red tube inside of a green tube, red and green because Christmas, and the trunk of the tree will sit inside the top of the green tube. We'll attach the red and green tubes with some coupler sections, and in a perfect world, we'd be good to go. The problem is that the tree has a lot of drag up front and a lot of mass in back. You want to have your center of pressure behind your center of mass. One great way to do that is with fins, so we're gonna attach fins to the booster section here. Once the tree launches, we'll try to separate the tree and the booster section at apogee, or the peak of flight. So to recap, here is our full flight profile. 3, 2, 1. That's the ground. That's the ground right there. So the booster section is done. We have the place that the motor goes, we have the 4-inch airframe. The tree is gonna connect in this forward section right here. Ooh. There's definitely a resonant frequency. Ooh.
Hi, friends.
Hello.
Hello.
What's happening tonight?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
When you think of Christmas, what do you think about?
Showbiz, baby.
That's show. When I think about Christmas, Sorry. Xyla's neighbor is the actual Grinch.
Uh-oh. Sounds like someone needs to sing a Christmas carol.
When I think about Christmas, I think about a rocket booster that is for Xyla. Do you want one?
I would love a rocket booster.
Here, I have a gift. I have a gift for you.
For me? Wait, do you have to put fins on this thing?
Yes. I should explain what's happening here. Xyla is in charge of putting the fins on the rocket booster for this project. We're handing off the booster to her, and then in exchange, she had some extra LEDs for me because I am in charge of lighting up this Christmas tree. Look at these, man. Okay, so these are truly individually dressed. You do have a lot of LEDs. I'm definitely gonna take all of these, and we are gonna load up this tree. What is this? Merry Christmas.
So technically, that controls is 4.
What's that noise?
So point that. Here you go.
Thank you. Merry Christmas. What Christmas means to me is a bunch of LED, like addressable LEDs. And that's showbiz, baby. What is going on here? What are you doing? These are my friends, Jenna and Cam. And this is my friend Andrew running simulations on the Christmas tree. And this is a bunch of our friends collectively losing our minds at this Christmas tree launch. A bunch of people took time out of their schedules to help us with this project, and it reminds me of one of my favorite sentiments, which is that nobody accomplishes anything alone. And as a bonus sentiment, if you can find a bunch of people who will drive to the desert and launch a Christmas tree with you, you should keep them around. Welcome back to Joey B Christmas Tree Reviews. Today we're reviewing a bunch of these.
Okay, but what we're looking for in this Christmas tree is bendy branches so that when the motor ignites, they all go whoop.
This one's extremely floopy. 4 foot by 1 foot.
That was James's idea to be.
Yeah. And so
That is so cursed.
the idea would be the root cord is. I'm not even gonna.
The root cord's still 2 feet, height is 4 feet, and the tip cord is 0.
Oh my god. So can we just hold this up for a second? This would be how big the base is.
I like it.
That'd be comical.
I think this is almost larger than the lane of a highway. To explain a little further, each fin is 4 feet long. This isn't even 4 feet, this is 3. There's another foot that actually goes on the base of the vehicle. These fins are huge, and we sized them this way so that it would keep this ridiculous project stable. If you want to know more about how we attached the fins to this rocket booster, you should check out Xyla's video in the description down below. So while she's focusing on getting these things attached to the booster, let's talk about LEDs. The tree will get 8 strips of 300 LEDs each. That is 2,400 LEDs because Christmas is about going overboard. The strips are powered in pairs by 4 3,000 milliamp hour batteries, which get strapped to the bottom of the tree. We're gonna use an Arduino Uno to control all of the colors on these lights. We were going to use one of my custom flight computers, but
Joe, what happened? Something happened.
an event has occurred. So, okay, the LED driver, can you smell it?
Oh God, what's that smell?
In an effort to make this work, I first started with a level shifter. That didn't work. Then what happened is I looked through the datasheet really quick and it was like, oh, it's only 1 volt off. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but basically I sent 12 volts into Ava. And Ava didn't love that. So there's a little burn there.
Oh, I see.
There's a little burn on the Bluetooth chip.
Oh.
Yeah, no, we're balling. Now, we absolutely need some flight data from this tree. We have to know how high it goes. We're gonna do that using one of my older signal flight computers strapped to the trunk to record some data. So with all that covered, it's time to drive up to the Mojave Desert and get this tree ready for launch.
When you do a thing that you wouldn't normally do, like I've never done any kind of like this right here, like I haven't done this before. When you have a project, you just get to do so many things that you wouldn't ordinarily do. It's like you trick yourself into learning something new.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
The night before the launch, we made some last-minute modifications to the tree, created the joints on the fins which attach the extensions, and got a good night of sleep.
I think every time she meets a new person, she is just shocked to find out there are more of us.
I have one more point of order on today. Today's schedule has exactly 1 hour of margin plus a half-hour launch window.
Okay.
So it's gonna be tight.
Just think about, you know how Santa Claus has to go to every single chimney in the entire world in one night? We're just doing the work of Santa Claus today with our tight launch windows.
That's a really strong metaphor. Good job.
Thank you!
In the morning, we had a few final preparations to do before heading to the launch site.
How's the paint, Lars?
It's drying. I'm watching paint dry. You are watching me watch paint dry.
Yep.
Joe, what does Christmas mean to you?
When I think back to my Christmases as a child, I think of Xyla Foxlin turning on the loudest power tools she can, and me wearing hearing protection while it happens. Oh, let's go!
Oh! How is the wrapping going?
Tough. Oh, hey. Look, I am doing my best with what I have, and what I have is... Am I allowed to say that? We have a tree to launch, so the presents are just a little rough. It has character. I was gonna tie some together, but I figure if they all are scattered, they're gonna
Do we have a way to attach them to the tree?
I have a hot glue gun, we have tape, and we have a lot of people who know how to do things.
Good enough.
Finally, once we got our packing list checked off, we hopped in cars and headed to the launch site.
Do you know the way to Santa's village?
Oh yeah, the North Pole is that way.
Thank you.
Once we got to the launch site, the first step was to fit the tree on the rail to see if all of the branches would clear. After that, we focused on rocket motor prep, camera setup, and most importantly, decoration. Let's go. By the way, we sent our friends out to buy the tree topper for this thing. They came back from Target claiming that they found this thing on the side of the road. Its name was Lil Gloopy, and it only spoke German. So I don't really know what to make of that, but that's what our tree topper is.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo!
Jenna, what does Christmas mean to you?
Christmas means launching a really big tree with Lil Gloopy on the top.
Oh, Lil Gloopy!
I think we're in. Time for
Yeah!
To me, Christmas means lighting as many pieces of wrapping paper as you can. Okay, you're good.
4, 3, 2, 1. Season's eatings.
Oh, you lost continuity.
recycle. Where's the next igniter?
Okay, who's got like thermite?
That's
So the thing with amateur rocketry is that it's amateur rocketry. Sometimes things don't work on the first try.
Heat mistake 2.
And sometimes they don't work on the second try. And sometimes they don't work on the third try.
The holiday seasons are always a little bit stressful.
Yeah, that's true. You usually don't think of it in terms of your igniter's not working.
Sometimes the Christmas spirit is about accepting the things you can't control.
What does Christmas mean to you, Cam?
Christmas to me means igniters that work on the first try.
Other times, the Christmas spirit is about making a mad dash to the launch pad.
All right, we're going back up.
But when I think hard about what the Christmas spirit is all about, I am reminded it's about lighting a 1,000 Newton rocket motor under a 7-foot tall Christmas tree for a perfect dusk liftoff on the 4th try.
That was amazing.
Oh my God!
Ah! Andrew, what is the meaning of Christmas?
That is the meaning of Christmas.
Yo, dab me up.
Xyla, come check out our presents.
Joe, what did we do?
Let's go! Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Do you feel merry?
I feel so merry.
Do you feel bright?
So bright. There is something about a rocket like launching that is the highest high.
There is nothing that looks quite like that. Like the footage is unreal. And it was also very loud for a very long time. I just like, I can't.
That was one of the best launches I have seen out here in the 2.5 years I've been out here.
This flight turned out so much better than I ever possibly thought it could, and now I have a flight-proven Christmas tree. Although those LEDs are looking pretty dim, so we probably gotta hurry this up. Now, one thing we wanted to do as part of this project is not just mess around and have a good time, that's all well and good, but we wanted to give something back as well. That is why we have made these wonderful Seasons Yeetings ornaments here. We made these ornaments so that we can auction them off for charity. We started out with 50 of them, some of them broke, some of them fell off the tree. They're all in various conditions of wear and tear, but every single one of them tried to fly on the tree. So when we auction these off, I mentioned that we're going to be donating the proceeds to charity. Specifically, we're going to be donating to the AFSP, which stands for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. This is something that is very important to both Xyla and myself, which is why we picked it. And if you're going through a difficult time right now, you are not alone. The holidays are a very difficult time for a lot of people. A great immediate resource that you can reach out to is the crisis text line, which you can get to by texting HOME to 741-741. And check this out. On most phones, it's actually just like the left side of your keyboard. You just go up, up. 741-741. We're also making a few real mission patches and posters too. All of these items will be signed, and if you want to get one of them, here is how. In early January of 2022, Xyla and I will be doing a live stream where we auction off all of the flown ornaments as well as the posters and mission patches to donate the proceeds to charity. All of these items will be signed by both of us, and to be notified of when the stream is, you can subscribe to this channel or Xyla's channel. There are also a bunch of social media links for both of us in the description down below, and we will be sure to be very loud about when this stream is happening, so you won't miss it. And with all of that covered, it's now time for a word from our sponsor, SimpliSafe. SimpliSafe is currently having some of their best offers of the year with holiday deals up to 40% or more off, so there's never been a better time to try it out. Backing up a bit, if you haven't heard about SimpliSafe, they are an award-winning home security system which is easy to order and can be delivered directly to your doorstep. It's recommended by experts and trusted by more than 300 million people in America with their homes. SimpliSafe offers a variety of sensors and detectors to monitor your home. These include motion detectors, water sensors, cameras, smoke detectors, etc. They recently launched their new wireless outdoor security camera, which extends the protection that SimpliSafe can give you with an ultra-wide 140-degree lens. It also has night vision and two-way audio so you can communicate with people through it. You can save 40% or more on a SimpliSafe home security system during their holiday sale. And you can do this by going to simplisafe.com/BPS to learn more. Once again, that's simplisafe.com/BPS to learn more. Thanks again to SimpliSafe for sponsoring today's video, and thanks to you for watching. This Christmas tree is on its last legs. We can only power the red LEDs at this point, so these batteries they are not feeling great. Anyway, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, seasons yeetings, whatever you want to celebrate. May your skies be blue and your winds be low. Psst, are you still watching? Why are you still here? The video's over. If you want more content, you can watch Xyla's video. And if you've already watched Xyla's video, then you should watch the What Christmas Means to Me supercut, or whatever I named it. It's in the description down below. And if that is still not enough content, we shot 17 hours of footage for this whole project. And I have tried to condense it down as much as possible, but it is still multiple hours. And if you want to watch the Santa's Workshop Extended Edition, you can click that link in the description below. Okay, now bye for real. See you later. Happy holidays.